I think it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening. Oh my god. Yeah, camera's recording. Some timer's running. Oh my god. No turning back. So, what is happening?
What is happening? This is a video podcast thing we thought of yesterday.
You could say so, yes. Should we say the name and from there describe what this is? I guess so. Maybe on 3?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Japan but different. So, yeah. I mean, that's the title of the podcast.
Why?
Amazingly creative. Yeah, why? Because there's a lot of content happening lately. I feel like lately, maybe since the last 5, 6, 7 years, Japan has been becoming really popular as a tourist destination. And with that, there's also a lot of content being created. But it feels like all of that is happening in the triangle of Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. And outside of that, you can't really find anything. So, I mean, it's huge cities. So, of course, a lot of people and a lot of content being created.
It's a big problem with over-tourism. Everyone just crowding there. So we want to do something different.
We want to do something different and with a different perspective. So we want to put a different spin on Japanese topics with our perspective that I think allows us to actually do that. And yeah, maybe we should not forget to actually tell who we are. And
introduce ourselves. So, hi, I'm Sayaka. I'm half Japanese, so have a different perspective. And I was born in New Zealand. My mom is Japanese, my dad is Kiwi, and I grew up in New Zealand, but every year came to Japan. But before the story gets too long, who are you?
Yeah, I'm Tammo, from Germany. And
we are married.
We are married. That's another thing we should mention early, I guess, and not forget. And yeah, long story short, I came to Japan on a working holiday visa. And before that, I was learning Japanese on my own in Germany, kind of as a hobby. But on this working holiday, I went to a Japanese language school where we met. Ne?
Yeah. You went to more than one.
Yeah,
so
true.
With your experience with Japanese language schools and on a working holiday visa, we are also helping people find the right language school for them. And also supporting people on applying for the working holiday visa and through the whole process of all the bureaucracy in Japan as well.
Yeah, it is a lot, yeah, this whole bureaucracy. So one thing that could be topic of the podcast is probably, I mean, everyday Japanese topics. But also what you just mentioned, like for me, it was such a life-changing experience, this working holiday. And it almost didn't happen because also COVID was happening during that time.
Gosh.
So I was
might not have met.
Yeah, we would have almost never met. So I didn't know that there's an age restriction or age limit for the working holiday.
Yeah.
And just when I learned about that and the COVID travel restrictions were lifted, I was able to actually go on the working holiday visa. So it was pretty close.
Wow.
And yeah, we want to help people that are actually thinking about doing something like this, or for those people who might be interested in traveling through Japan and actually learning about the culture, traditions, and all of this. We want to help them to actually achieve this. And all of this, not from one of the major cities, but from
Hokkaido. And not just Hokkaido, but East Hokkaido and the countryside of Hokkaido.
So we are in East Hokkaido right now, and most people, when they hear Hokkaido, they probably know Sapporo and maybe Niseko. But apart from that, I think not many people visit Hokkaido, and that's a shame, kind of, because I think it's pretty nice. Like lots of nature as it is. Like we are surrounded by 3 national parks.
Yeah. It's
I
so
always forget,
peaceful, and
the names.
the 3 lakes. There's 3 lakes: Mashuko, Lake Mashu, Kushadoko, Lake Kushado, and Akanko, Lake Akan.
Do you remember the names of the national parks?
They're pretty similar, like Akan Mashu National Park.
Kushiro nani? Kushiro...
Not important for now.
And
Shiretoko National Park.
So we are super lucky. We are surrounded by 3 national parks.
Yeah.
And those 3 crystal clear lakes, lots of hills, mountains, and really cool nature all around us. And so here we found this piece of land where we can actually build our little farm. Which
we are creating a farm stay.
True. So here we can actually do this. It's not like a huge full-fledged farm, but during this working holiday I was also working on a organic farm. Is it also farm in English? Yes.
Farm.
Farm. On an organic farm, and from there I had this feeling like, that's something that I also want to do. It's really from there the wish grew, like to be as self-sustainable as possible. And I think you're on the same.
I've always liked the idea of sustainability, and was always watching YouTube videos about tiny houses. I mean, this house isn't tiny, but it all aligned.
So, and we want to build on this aspect of self-sustainability here. Peaceful in the nature, harmonious. So once the snow melts, because outside it's still like a meter snow outside and everything is frozen over, so right now is not the time to...
But cute squirrels running around.
Yeah, cute squirrels just in front of our window.
The exhaust squirrel.
But once all of that melts, we're gonna start to build a barn for...
Goats. And ducks.
So goats for milk and ducks for eggs, and little helpers in the garden, and combine everything with a fruit forest. Fruit forest and permaculture, like a multi-layered fruit forest. with native plants mostly.
Yeah, we visited the neighbors and they say there's raspberry bushes and blueberries just growing.
And haskap.
We found this Ainu, we went to this Ainu cafe and apparently haskap, was it blue honeysuckle? Yeah. It grows naturally in Hokkaido.
They're called honeyberry in English, but
yummy.
The original Ainu word is haskap. And we want to grow native berries, fruits, not like exotic stuff, not in a greenhouse or something like this.
Aligning what grows here naturally.
And get some help from the goats and the ducks.
Goats for milk. You plan to make your own cheese just for a hobby.
So there's the point of self-sustainability coming in. So the goal is that we almost don't need to go to the supermarket anymore. That's the goal.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
I guess you didn't know. So I guess we're gonna have to learn about a lot of things like cheese making and how to care in the best way for the animals, because we don't have lots of experience with farm animals up to now. But
actually, my dad was a farmer and all my lineage was farmers. Maybe it's in my blood.
Yeah, maybe.
But I like gardening, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure we will grow into that, and probably we'll also share some insights on sustainability in the podcast, and besides that, talk about people who are interested in Japan. I think they will have a good base with the topics that we want to cover, like maybe some tips on how to learn Japanese and maybe some aspects of how to deal with Japanese bureaucracy, which is another topic for itself.
Tammo likes to complain about himself.
Yes. But
we will support you. So. Yes. And
so
we are creating a farm stay, but we've actually opened the accommodation officially. So you can actually stay here with us if you're interested.
And learn about those topics and experience that firsthand while traveling through Hokkaido. So I think I want to provide some meaningful accommodation. And while I was traveling through Japan on my own, I sometimes just stayed at some places and you could clearly tell they don't care. And that's a bit sad, because I was hoping for some meaningful interactions with locals, and at some places it was like that, but others, they were just like, okay, please don't talk to us. So I want to create the opposite, meaningful accommodation, and that's the farm stay. So actually, we have a lot of things going on, and now also the video podcast. So we don't know yet in which interval we want to upload, but I guess when time allows, and
you'll see when the next episode.
There will definitely be some next episode, so it's not just a one-time thing, but we are also growing into this whole podcasting, I guess.
Did we cover everything we wanted?
Yeah, I think we covered everything so far. We have to get better with the technical aspects. That's a learning for the next time already. So we need some notes, at least some loose notes that don't shut down in the record. At least the timer is running, so
Wow.
that's an improvement.
And the lights are on.
Yeah, the lights are on. You don't want to know
Hello.
which technical problems we had to actually get here, but
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey. Yeah, let's keep it like that. I think we trapped every little problem with the camera that we could run into, but now it should be fine.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for today. We introduced ourselves. We said what it will be about and the long story of how we got to meet each other. We will keep for another episode.
Yes. See you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Until the next time.
Tschüss.
Matane.